Hello and welcome to SUTV News. Students in the area around NDSU are being inconvenienced by construction.
A familiar face for NDSU commuters will be seen a little bit less.
And in sports, baseball comes home after suffering their first loss in 17 games.
This is SUTV News, and it starts now.
Welcome to SUTV News. I'm Adam Kempenik.
And I'm Allie Weary. After some intense campaigning, the election season at NDSU has come to an end. Luke Bruder has been selected as student body president with his vice president, Jace Beeler.
SUTV News reporter Aaron Berner is outside with the two winners. Aaron?
Thank you, Adam. Last week, elections wrapped up strongly in favor of Luke and Jace. They're here with me tonight. Gentlemen, how does it feel to have won this year?
It's exciting. Obviously, we found out Thursday morning. It was a relief, I think, first of all. But I think more than anything, it's good confidence for Jason and I. We spent a lot of time setting up our platform, a lot of time trying to figure out, what we wanted to do for NDSU next year. And, winning the election really is just a confidence boost. And we know that we're going to be able to do the things that we set forth.
And we all saw that you worked hard. How about you, Jace?
I think it's very humbling. Getting all that support during the campaign really shows us that we're going to get a lot of support next year and really going to be able to accomplish our goals with the help of everyone on campus.
Well, actually, speaking of next year, Luke, what do you guys hope to bring to NDSU in this coming year?
I think if there's kind of one theme, it's that we want to try to get people engaged. It's going to be a year of a lot of action. It's going to be a year of a lot of changes, a lot of different things happening. Student government, you'll see around a lot on campus. But more than anything, we want to see students from all over campus getting involved with what we've got going on. That's what we need to try to create, is just a passion for what's going on here at NDSU. And I think that we can do that with what we set forward.
Well, Jace, it's important to have a good executive team. This is true, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What sort of qualities are you looking for in your executive team next year?
I think the biggest thing that we're going to be looking for are people who are willing to work as a team together. It's going to be extremely important for all of us to work together in order to accomplish all of our goals next year. So we're really going to be looking for people who can work cohesively together.
All right. Well, thank you, and back to you, Adam.
Thanks, Aaron. Nice weather has allowed for construction projects to begin. This has affected the way some students travel. The construction on 10th Street North disrupts several of the MAP bus routes, which students often use. Routes 13A, 13B, and 33 are affected by the 10th Street detour. No stops will be made past 19th Street due to the added time it takes to detour to Broadway. The project began Monday and has no set finish date.
North Dakota State University's Director of Women's Athletics just ended her 2-week unpaid suspension. Lynn Dorn was suspended for violating an anti-harassment policy. The incident involved a male athlete and took place February 23rd. Specific details have not been released.
Erica Berg trotted her way to earning the NDSU's Service Learning Award for 2012. Provost Bruce Rayford announced that the Assistant Professor of Equine Studies be selected to receive the award. Berg has put time and effort into developing a minor and certificate program in therapeutic horsemanship. Riding on Angels' Wings is the nonprofit organization that Berg devoted her time to. This organization was developed to help people with disabilities. Rayford says the honor is well-deserved because Dr. Berg is diligent in student success and encourages them to do their best.
I was really very humbled by this award because I've listened to some of the previous award winners, and they've talked or read about what they've done, and so I feel just really humbled and lucky and to be able to, be in their company as well.
She will be recognized at the annual NDSU Celebration of Faculty Excellence on Tuesday, May 1st at the Alumni Center. Well, Adam, I had a friend of mine who actually went and did the Riding on Angels' Wings program, and she loved it. It was a great opportunity for her.
Oh, that absolutely seems like it. I mean, I've heard it's every little girl's dream to be able to ride on a pony, and this gives them an opportunity to do that.
It certainly does.
Well, coming up after this, a beloved NDSU bus driver will be cutting back on his time with students. We'll tell you more after the break.
With MapBus being the easiest, greenest, and most efficient way to get around North Dakota State University, there are tons of reasons to MapBus.
I'm at bus to get to class on time. I don't have to use my car, waste gas, or waste time finding a parking spot.
I'm Matt Bus because their hybrid buses not only help our community and our state, but they're also helping our world.
I'm Matt Bus not only to get around campus, but to get around the Fargo community. The 25 different routes get me anywhere I need to be.
There are many reasons of Matt Bus. Come find yours.
Join the herd. Be Matt Bus strong.
Jimmy John's, America's favorite sandwich. Delivery guys.
Steps up, throws deep. Holloway is there at the 5. Pat at the 2. Touchdown, Rising.
SUTV News is being brought to you by Stop and Go. Stop and Go. We're always there.
Hello and welcome back. Students were disappointed to hear that an NDSU personality, Matt Bus driver Mike Chawakin, will be going part-time next semester.
SUTV's Riley Durkin went to find out some things Mike remembers most from his time here.
Mike Chawakin has a personality that students remember. He's been driving Route 31 at NDSU for 10 years, but next semester he's going to be taking it a little bit easier.
So I'll be a fill-in. Could be out on the campus here one day filling in for the regular driver or even on a Moorhead bus.
Over the years, Mike has really come to enjoy his time on campus, but there is one aspect of his job that he looks forward to the most.
But I think the students are so nice out here. I dare say I maybe have heard 1 or 2 swear words in 10 years. I mean, they're so respectful for others.
And in return, students also have grown very fond of Mike.
My favorite memory was Trivia Fridays, where he'd always ask a trivia question, then he'd have like a little treat or snack, like apples usually.
This is Riley Durkin reporting, SUTV News.
Mike will go part-time starting on his birthday at the end of the month.
Memories of an NDSU disaster from over 50 years ago are being remembered through pictures. The NDSU University Archives have posted 24 photographs involving the devastating tornado that struck Fargo in 1957. The black and white photos show the damage to the NDSU campus in the wake of the twister. The photos posted on a photo sharing website are meant to coincide with poet Jamie Parsley's new book, Fargo 1957, An Elegy. The book was published by the Institute for Regional Studies. The photos can be viewed on the NDSU University Archives on Flickr.com.
Well, it's that time of year again. The new editor-in-chief of the NDSU Spectrum newspaper has been announced. During the 2012 to 2013 school year, the Spectrum will be run by Linda Vasquez. SUTV News reporter Kelsey Smith has more on the story.
Every spring, the Spectrum starts the process of naming a new editor-in-chief for the following year. It is an intense job that requires a resume, an essay, and an interview with the top 5 people of the Spectrum staff. And Linda Vasquez rose to the challenge.
Well, I applied for the position because I want to pursue a career in journalism, and overseeing the production and development of a publication is a great way to start.
There are always things that a publication can improve on, and this year it is Linda's job to make these changes. She is also in charge of the staff, layout, and making sure there are 2 papers published every week.
Well, next year we really hope to emphasize social networking and more connection with our student body. We hope to incorporate QR codes into our paper. So that's something that we'll be working on with the new staff.
And Linda is someone that's willing to put in the time to learn it. And because she does that, she gets really good results. And she's good at most of it too to begin with. So she's right for the job because she's a very versatile individual and she's willing to put in the time that it requires to make this paper a success.
The staff of the Spectrum do not get a say in who the new editor-in-chief will be, but they seem to think that Linda is qualified for the job. Linda will also be in charge of the interview process for hiring new writers at the Spectrum. This is Kelsey Smith reporting for SUTV News.
A new edition of The Spectrum is available every Tuesday and Friday. You can pick them up in the Memorial Union and other places on the NDSU campus. I don't know about you, Allie, but I think it's going to be really interesting to see where Linda takes The Spectrum and what she does different from this year.
It sounds like she's, planning on making a whole bunch of changes, so I hope it's for the better, and I'm sure we'll see great things coming from her.
Absolutely.
And 4 young men from the Fargo-Moorhead area are receiving recognition. Their story after we show you this week's campus calendar.
College is the time to explore career opportunities and cultivate networking skills. Online social networking websites such as LinkedIn make this easier than ever. With LinkedIn, you can network with other professionals, search and apply for jobs, and strategically market yourself to potential employers. So let's talk tech. As a specific type of social networking, LinkedIn is dedicated to connecting professionals from a variety of career fields. No matter your major, LinkedIn is a fantastic tool that college students can use to jumpstart their professional careers. To sign up with LinkedIn, all you need is your name and an email address. From there, you can choose from several options to create a personal profile showcasing your previous work experience and education. LinkedIn also gives you the ability to upload your resume for potential employers to view. You can also use critical information from your resume to fill out the key elements of your LinkedIn profile. Next, you can begin building a network of people you know or would like to connect with. These can include coworkers, supervisors, classmates, and potential employers. Find these contacts by searching for their name and/or email address and click the Add to My Network link on their profile page. For the soon-to-be graduates interested in finding a job, LinkedIn also offers a job search function that connects you with your dream employers. Some job postings will even give you the opportunity to apply directly through LinkedIn. The LinkedIn job search is also a great tool current students can use to explore the job market and research employer expectations. With over 100 million users, LinkedIn is the world's largest online professional network. So create a free account today and jumpstart your career.
Hello and welcome back. North Dakota State University Administration has suspended the search for a new vice president and CIO of IT due to fiscal reasons. The search was suspended after the State Board of Higher Education declined the tuition increase.
Academic Affairs had to find $450,000 that would otherwise have been provided by the increase. Mark Wallman will continue to serve as interim vice president for information technology. An assistant professor of biological sciences got the chance to speak about bats this past week. Aaron Gillum presented the April Science Cafe titled Beauty and the Bat, Tales from Life's Only Flying Animal. The presentation focused on a variety of topics, including biology of bats, common myths, and information on types of food bats eat. Gillum also spoke about research being conducted at NDSU on local bat populations of North Dakota.
4 small-town men left school to fulfill their dreams. Dylan Matheson, lead singer, and his band Tiny Moving Parts are making headlines throughout the nation. SUTV's Melissa Caruth has more on the story.
Ever since Dylan Mathiasen, Davis Bonk, Matt and Billy Chevalier knew each other, they found a special talent in one another. Mathiasen formed the band in middle school and still maintains to keep it going strong today.
So we basically started when we were about 12 years old. We were just obsessed with like Blink-182 and wanted to be exactly like them. So we just all got guitars, started taking lessons and everything, and Billy always played drums. And along the line we met Snail, or Davis, and we just kind of started from there.
Tiny Moving Parts has already been on 2 tours across the nation and will begin their 3rd one this week. They travel for weeks at a time in a conversion van with the funds from their fans.
So tomorrow we're actually leaving for a 3-week tour. We're going to basically out east, going to New York's going to be the peak and coming back. So we're really excited about that. That's all we're talking about now, so we're stoked.
Band members mentioned that Mathiasen is known as the clown of the group, always giving them a good laugh.
Dylan's a great guy. He's a lot of fun to play with. He brings a lot of energy to the stage. He's a lot of fun to tour with. We live in a van for weeks at a time.
Mathiasen is also considered to be the manager of the band. He sets up the tour dates, gigs, and practices to make everything run smoother for the rest of the band members.
So basically our future plans, we're doing, hopefully in May or June, we're doing a split CD. So it's 2 songs from us and 2 songs from our friend's band, Marco Polo, from Rockford, Illinois. And then after that, we're going to just constantly tour as much as we can.
You can visit the band on Facebook by searching Tiny Moving Parts. Melissa Caruth reporting for SUTV News.
Tiny Moving Parts will return to the Fargo-Moorhead area in several weeks with more performances.
Mass audiences around the world have recently been going to theaters to watch films that they've already seen be re-released in 3D.
This week for Sidewalk Stampede, we set out to see how the public feels about this fanatic fad.
I think it's of the 3D ones are of like a better quality, and they're pretty cool, I think so.
But for people to go watch it, I don't think they should, because the movies are basically the same and the 3D effects aren't as great as I thought they were when I saw The Phantom Menace in 3D. So basically, unless you're a really big fan, I don't see the point in watching the new movies in 3D.
3D movies being remade. It's fine. It's making money again for the business and exposing kids to the old classics that we all grew up on. So I haven't seen any of the new 3D ones, but seem like they're doing good.
I think it's a new way to experience a movie, so it's more at you, I guess.
I don't know, I like the Disney movies because I've been a big Disney fan forever, and I think it's kind of a waste of money though, because I already have them on VHS and DVD, but it's kind of cool. I don't know.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of excited to see how they redo the movies when they re-release them in 3D.
You know, I have mixed feelings. I feel like if you make it in 3D the first time, it's going to be spectacular. But if it's not made that way originally, it's probably not going to be as good.
Well, good films will be good films. Joining us now is Morgan Lubin with sports. What's new in the sports world, Morgan?
Well, I tell you what, coming up after the break, we'll take a look at the Bison baseball team as they played Mayville State at Newman Outdoor yesterday.
North Dakota State University, there are tons of reasons to Matt Bus.
I'm Matt Bus to get to class on time. I don't have to use my car, waste gas, or waste time finding a parking spot.
I'm Matt Bus because their hybrid buses not only help our community and our state, but they're also helping our world.
I'm Matt Bus not only to get around campus, but to get around the Fargo community. The 25 different routes get me anywhere I need to be.
There are many reasons to Matt Bus. Come find yours.
Join the herd. Be Matt Bus strong.
There's always something happening on the NDSU campus. Catch it all on SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Shields and Stop and Go.
SUTV Sports is being brought to you by Shields. Ready for your next big adventure? Welcome to Shields.
Welcome back. Bison basketball freshman phenom Lawrence Alexander is back in the news. Alexander was named to the College Insider Mid-Major Freshman All-America team. The 6'3" guard averaged just under 12 points a game for the Bison, along with 4 rebounds and over 4 assists. He was the only Summit League freshman selected to the team and was the league's highest scoring newcomer. Alexander was one of 3 Bison to start every game this season, along with sophomore Taylor Braun and junior Marshall Bjorklund. The Bison baseball team had the longest winning streak in the nation snapped last weekend at 16 games, losing to Nebraska Omaha. NDSU returned home against Mayville State, looking for win number 23 on the season. To Newman Outdoor Field now, picking up the action in the top of the 6th. Brad Ferraro will hit a single up the middle as James Olderback will score all the way from second base, and that ties the game at 2. In the bottom of the 9th now, Nick Altavilla hits a pinch hit double to left field, scoring Nick Anderson and Wes Satzinger from second and third base. The Bison were down by 2. They tie it in the bottom of the 9th. Still in the bottom of the 9th, Nick Coel, he gets a base hit to center field. John Skurbeck coming all the way home from second base, but Brad Ferraro having none of it. He throws him out at the plate. We'll go to extra innings. In the top of the 10th now, Zach Mihik, base hit up the middle as Travis Algreen will come around to score. The Comets go up 6-4. Now in the bottom of the 10th, Michael Leach will get a base hit to center field as Wes Satzinger will come around and score from second base. The Bison pull within 1, 6-5. Still in the bottom of the 10th, John Skurbeck, the chance to tie it up, but he pops out to right field, and that will be it for the Bison as Mayville State upsets NDSU 6-5. The Bison fall to 22-7 on the season. Satzinger went 3 for 4 and 2 runs. From baseball to softball now, where the softball team continues their Summit League play. Katie Tomato hits a sac bunt, advances runners to second and third. The next batter, Amanda Grable, will single right back up the middle as Taylor Mortensen and Jamie Gay come around to score, giving the Bison a 2-0 lead. In the top of the 4th now, Megan Kelly will go down swinging right there as Krista Menke strikes her out. Menke had 6 strikeouts in the game. Bottom of the 4th, Brandy Enriquez hits a blooper as Alex Sobrero will come around and score. The Bison take the 3-0 lead. That was the final. Bison take down Western Illinois 3-0. Bison are now 9-1 in the Summit League. Menke, 7-inning pitch, 3 hits, and no earned runs. Some club Bison have become yet another team to find national success this year. A club men's tennis team from NDSU will be heading to the United States Tennis Association Tennis On-Campus National Championship. 64 teams will be competing in this tournament held April 12th through 14th in Cary, North Carolina. Well, back to Lawrence Alexander, guys. Great to see that he was named an All-America for freshmen in mid-majors.
You know, I mean, being only a freshman, that is phenomenal. I mean, we can only see great things from here on out.
I don't know about you, but I'm personally really excited to see where he goes in the next 3 years here.
It should be fun watching him.
Absolutely. Coming up next on SUTV News, students show off their talent in an annual contest.
Up, throws deep. Holloway is there at the 5. Caught at the 2. Touchdown, Bison.
Jimmy John's?
Who ordered Jimmy John's?
Jimmy John's, America's favorite sandwich delivery guys.
There's always something happening on the NDSU campus. Catch it all on SUTV News on Cable 1, Channel 14. Brought to you in part by Shields and Stop and Go.
Hello and welcome back. NDSU students and people from the surrounding community had the opportunity to showcase their talents. The Blue Key National Honor Society put on their annual Bison Brevities variety show. The audience enjoyed dancing, singing, guitar and piano acts, and all of them were creative to their original talent. For the second year in a row, Jones Boat, an a cappella group, took home the best overall performance. Multiple other awards were given to the contestant winners. Contestant winners were determined by the audience votes and a panel of judges. Over $1,000 in proceeds were donated to the Fargo-Moorhead Churches United for the Homeless. I don't know about you, I wish I were that talented to be able to go up there and play guitar or sing a cappella.
You know, I think it takes a lot of courage to be able to go up and do it. It's, you know, it's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, it's a little different, you know, sitting behind a camera on TV. I know people say that, you know, people are focused on us, but it's a little different getting up in front of people where they can see you.
Oh, you mean they can't laugh at you so much? Well, thank you for watching SUTV News. Be sure to pick up your copy of The Spectrum. And have a good night.